see. Hi guys, we are going to start the interview. Let me get this all set up. Hey guys, busy Saturday. Oh, I'm here. Maybe I could put a little hi. Hi. It's like, hey, Gabby, you're here.
Are you prepping? Oh,
it's like this one small part won't go down. Okay.
This took literally 30 seconds.
30. Well, yeah, you just take it and you're like, boom, man. I was like, this is
Yep,
amazing.
it's all about the headband. It's all about the headband.
I like it though. Both natural girls.
You're so glam. Look at all your glam and glitz.
Oh, I want to show you something. This is what I'm wearing today.
Oh, wait.
Sparkly shoes.
Oh, cute.
I'm sorry,
I love it.
Sparkly
Ooh, I
shoes.
feel like I should be wearing a ball gown right now.
Ooh, it's a nice, kind of see-through top. It's like me.
Ooh, nice. I went all for the I am Black woman.
Yes.
Beautiful, magical.
Black,
Meanwhile,
what was it? Magical, beautiful, godly, lovely, beautiful.
Your skin looks amazing.
Yeah, all things. Using products and learning along the way. Okay, everyone. This is Gabby Gabrielle, Chica. And today we are going to basically woohoo! This is my friend from college, so we know each other for a long time. So I was like, this is going to be a real conversation about self-care, which is random stuff.
Oh, gosh.
So, yeah, I met Gabby in college, long time ago. Actually, Gabby and her twin brother Gabe, because I was a twin too. So her twins at her school and my twins at my, so yeah. We all went twins. It was kind of cool. But anyways, I wanted to interview a melanin skin Black woman, of course, about self-care. And Gabby does do that. But I wanted to show Gabby, you'll be famous one day. But right now we'll be famous one day. I wanted to show a real Black woman who is busy but includes self-care in her life. So I noticed it spiritually, physically, emotionally. And so she is a wedding planner. She's opening up her wedding planning business soon. Very, 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 very soon. So I will be the start of the launch.
Yes.
She was at one point a fitness trainer, but she said she would get back into it. She has more time. So she's I'm pretty sure she's doing fitness for herself, but she's a fitness trainer. She's a mentor. There's some other things on her profile. She's got women. She's a great friend. She makes you smile. She is. Oh, yeah, sorry, guys. She is a wife, and her friend she's been dating for a very, very long time. Woo! Yes. And he's an awesome dude. I haven't met him in a long time, but he's pretty amazing. And I remember I would see them together because they were just friends and dating such a long time. I was like, oh, they're so cute. I love them. They both love Jesus. So great. Oh, yes, and her parents are awesome. They are pastors. Do not play it. They will let you know about the word of God, and they will not hold it down. Her mom reminds me of my mom. Her dad, when he preaches, reminds me of my mom when she preaches. It's so funny. Yeah, they do. Anyways, this is Gabby, and I just wanted to talk to her about her daily self-care routine. So, Gabby, I know I talked about you, but can you let the audience know who this is?
Yeah. So hi everyone, I'm Gabby or Gabs or Gababa or Gabalicious or Gabs. I have a lot of names, but I'm so excited to be on here with Chiniam. She's an amazing friend from college, and we've known each other a very long time. So it's my pleasure and joy to be online with her today. But as she said, I am a full-time wedding planner, so I'm always planning events around love all the time. Mm-hmm. And I have the lovely opportunity to enjoy family and friends while getting ready to hopefully launch my own wedding planning business. I believe in wellness, and self-care is a huge part of my life. It's actually the core and center of it, among being a worship leader and a wife and a daughter and, corporate.
She leads Bible study.
Yeah.
Girl.
Yeah.
I'm about hearing the Lord.
Yes. I wear so many hats, and it's so funny, Chinny. When we had our lunch the other day, I was literally like, oh my gosh, sometimes you don't realize all that you do and how many hats you wear, how many roles you play. And so you got me thinking about myself more and like, oh my God, I really do a lot, but I've been doing it such a long time. I don't think of it as like all these separate compartmentalized roles. So that's a little
Yeah.
introduction into me.
Oh, that's good though, because you know how to do self-care. Because our self-care, which includes washing and praying, you probably wouldn't be able to do all that.
Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah, for sure.
Okay, guys, so we're going to start off first. Gabby, I want to talk about 5 of your top self-care, I guess, routines that you do. So you can start off with which one. So which one is the best? We have 1 out of 5. Actually, name 5 if you have 5. And then
Okay.
we'll talk about each one.
Okay, gosh, they all kind of intertwine and intermix. Okay, so I'll go through the top 5 of the self-care routine I feel like is going to help other people. So my top one I would say is spirituality, which we kind of started to touch on. And within spirituality, meditation, daily affirmations, and what that looks like. And even if you're not a religious or a spiritual person, I think positive self-talk and a positive mindset and managing that is all about self-care, because if you don't manage your mind and your thoughts, then your actions aren't going to align with that and where you want to go in your day, your week, your month, and ultimately your purpose in your life.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
spiritual is my number one top self-care, I think, approach to self-care.
Yeah.
And even in line with that, I think also within like meditation, not just on scripture, but meditating on dreaming or dreaming about your future.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, I should probably start off and say that my concept of self-care is very different from, I think, the average person's idea of self-care, because I
Mm-hmm.
believe in like the whole person. So like the mental, the emotional, the physical, the relational, the body, the physicals, everything. So my concept of self-care is not just focusing on one aspect, but everything all together. So definitely spirituality. The
Uh-huh.
other one deals with the physical. So I love skin. So skin care, daytime and nighttime routine. So I'll talk about that. That's a huge one. And then also physical wellness or physical fitness and what you're doing to your body, with your body, and putting in your body is another one.
Mm-hmm.
And then hair care. That's a huge one. I know y'all waiting for me to say that. That's a huge part of self-care, especially as a Black woman. So
Yeah.
there is a intentional mindset behind taking care of natural hair for a Black woman. So that
Yeah.
as well. See if I left anything out. And then overall, my sleep routine. Anyone that knows me knows that for years I had a really hard time sleeping, and sleeping and having optimal, not just sleep, but rest impacts your entire life and your being and your wellness. So I think that was 5, Jiniam. I didn't
That
count.
was 5.
That was
I'm
5. Might
writing
be
it
more.
down.
Okay. You're gonna keep me on track.
Keep it on track. Okay, let's talk about spirituality first. So one
Okay.
thing you said that you just don't focus on scripture, just you also focus on dreaming meditation. But as soon as you said the word dreaming, what was the I don't know, remember the scripture, but the Joseph with the rainbow coat?
Yeah, with the coat
Yeah,
of many colors. Yeah.
coat of many colors. The Lord
Yeah.
gave him dreams, and he focused on that even when he was like in jail and helping until he was over all everything of the kings. So I just want to
Yeah.
say that, talk about that first. So with spirituality, is there a routine that goes with that? I want to know like the routines, or we know the
Yes.
purposes, but how can someone else, have a self-care spirituality?
Yeah. So for me, so I have something that I call practicing the presence of God in my life. And it's something I do literally every single day. And so what that means is when I get up in the morning, first thing I do is, of course, open my eyes. But I'm going to, do those daily, normal, everyday things. You're going to wash your face, take a shower, things like that. But once I grab my coffee in the morning, the first thing I'm going to do is put on this really cool app on iPhone called the Daily Audio Bible. And so basically it's this guy named Brian, and he goes through just the scriptures in the Old Testament and the New Testament, basically so you can get through the Bible in a year. But basically it's a way that I stop and start my day off with focusing on God, because he created me, he designed me. And if I don't start my day off with him first, then the rest of my day will just go a whole different direction. So it brings
Yeah.
me to a place of mindfulness. It brings me to a place of just peace, and it brings me to a place of just focus for my day. So the first thing I do when I get up after taking a shower and all those things is put on my daily audio Bible app. And so it's about 30 to 40 minutes every single morning. So I'll
Mm-hmm.
start it while I'm at the house. And while I'm running out the door to work, I have it playing in my car. Because, wedding
See
planning,
what I
always on the
mean,
go.
people? Because like,
So
sometimes
literally it's
I feel
this.
guilty just to like swap it. Like you do it after you shower. I do it before I actually get out the bed, and I look at the clock and like, what time is it? And so like, okay, I got 15, 20 minutes. What can I do?
Right,
What can I do, Lord God? And so I read
right.
my devotional and then I pray. Like, is that enough? Is that enough? So
It's
yeah, that makes.
something. And, I love that you say that because I feel like it's more about quality than quantity.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather spend 5 minutes with a friend having deep conversation than all day just doing surfacey stuff that doesn't bring us deeper together as friends. So I see like,
Customer service.
yeah. So it's just like my relationship with God and starting off with that like spirituality in the morning. It's about the quality of that time versus just like, let me just do this religiously. It's like, no, like it's intentional. It's a conversation. So it's not just listening. It's also praying. And then also listening to worship or just like very quiet, like soft music, because in my life I'm very busy, so things are always spinning up here in this brain of mine, so I have to find time to just slow down and stop and smell the roses. And then in those moments, to your question, talking about dreaming, it allows me to be able to dream. And dreaming is not just the big dreams. It's also about those dreams about how my day is going to go. Like if I know I have like a meeting or a presentation, I practice something called visualization, even within
Yeah.
my spirituality. So a lot of people know about that, but you're visualizing yourself doing what you're about to do before you do it. So it's like it goes into that positive like thinking and positive mindset, leads into some other stuff I want to talk about and positive affirmations. But I'm basically seeing things how I want my day to go before acting on that and like manifesting it in my day. Hope that makes sense.
Yeah.
So
No,
trying to be
that makes
concise.
sense. I visualize too. I visualize random times. Like when I'm really
Right.
relaxed, I'll lay there and like, Shinyam, let's think about our future the Lord's gonna bless. I just lay there with my eyes closed and just start thinking about what I'm gonna do, where I'll be sitting, all those awesome things. Visualization is good. Like this little
Yes.
hair
Yes.
here.
So
I
yeah.
washed my hair yesterday, so it's a little dry. Anyways.
Oh, no, that's funny. I almost came on here with wet hair, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it later. I'm gonna come in here and look like a wet dog.
Oh man. Okay. Next is you said number 2 physical, but number 3 is physical fitness. I
Yeah, like
think.
physical wellness. So, like,
Okay. Yeah.
again, going back to the idea of just like the whole person. So, I think when we think of physical, we only think of like just exercise. But so I attach that to, like, for example, like with my physical fitness or wellness, like evening walks. That's something I do all the time. I do it with my husband now, which is very nice.
Oh.
But at the same time, I do enjoy when it comes to self-care, it's really important to have alone time, even if you're married, even if you're in a relationship, even if you have a roommate or whatever, having that one-on-one time just with yourself. So it's not just like we talked about before, God, not just with God, but also just literally spending time with yourself. And
Yeah.
so going on evening walks helps me to get into that peaceful place of dreaming and imagining and helps inspire my creativity because I'm thinking of ideas for my business or
Mm.
businesses that I'm going to start and just, how can I do what I'm doing now and do it better? And how can I make myself better, even as a person? So, and at
Yeah.
work, like all sorts of things are happening, in terms of investing into myself when I take like an evening walk or when I do exercise. I think I told you, like I started doing walks again. I had to stop for a while because I had some back issues, chiropractor and all that. But I did like a lot of high intensity interval training and like CrossFit and all these different things,
Sounds like me.
calisthenics, right? Just to get my body strong. And I told myself with self-care, I want to live a long time. Even as younger people in our 30s, we have to do what we have to do now so we can be healthy people now. And when we're 80 something, we're stronger and we're better. And that also goes into like dreaming. If I want to fulfill any of the dreams that I see in my life and in my heart, I physically have to be like on point and together. So it's relaxing, but it's also going into like everything else I'm trying to do with my life. So if I'm not healthy and physically investing into my body, even eating right, anyone who knows me knows I love eating healthy. I love my French fries. I had some yesterday. But even with eating right, like I love avocado and fruits and veggies. And thank God for the last 2 years, I've been much better about drinking my water because I wasn't drinking that
Yay!
for a while. And every now and again, you know, I get my ginger ale, I get my Coca-Cola. So, but it's more rare than it used to be. So like, you know, even that really helps with my physical health and my body, and goes towards like taking care of yourself. And again, self-care.
Yeah. I want to talk on 3 things you said. I'm going to say really quick.
Oh, Lord.
I went to spin class today and I just had a Pop-Tart because I was hungry.
Oh my gosh. I'm not back to spin level yet. Oh my god.
I went to spin at 8 a.m. But yet just now, literally 10 minutes ago this meeting, I had 2 Pop-Tarts because I was so hungry. So yeah, I don't eat healthy.
I've done it before.
Right?
I'm like,
and then physical wellness is, you know, when I do exercise, for me, exercising, you know, just being physically well and fit and living longer, it actually helps me emotionally. Like, gives me high endorphins, it makes me happy, it helps me be more confident in the world and believing in what the Word of God said I'm supposed to, like, do. So that's the reason why. And I realize when I don't get up in the morning or I don't move, it's like I start to feel way down. It's kind of weird at this point. So physical fitness. Live longer, but good for the mind. I said a 3rd thing, but I totally forgot. But yeah. I had 2 Pop-Tarts. I like eat healthy, but you can't have to enjoy something.
Right. It's about balance, right? Like that goes to, like, to your point. It's about not like beating yourself up again. That's a part of self-care. Like, what are you thinking and what are you thinking towards yourself? Because sometimes even when you have a goal of like being someone who's focused on self-care, or like one of my major life like mantras is being a Renaissance woman, meaning being well-rounded in all different types of ways. And when you feel like you missed that mark, how do you talk to yourself? Like, how do you take care of this, your mind, your thought life? It impacts us in so many ways we don't even realize. That subconscious self-talk and that like, not just covert, but overt self-talk really, really impacts us as well, you know?
Yeah, because like when you think about the enemy, when he attacks you spiritually, he's really attacking your mind and your thoughts. Because once he can change your mind and your thoughts, then what happens to your faith level? What happens to believing? You forget that God is also great, and you forget about that. So it's like, oh, and the thing I want to talk to was being alone by yourself. Even when you're married, you're dating, your mom, your father, your sister, brother, it's good to keep feeding into yourself and hear what the Holy Spirit's saying to you, and also listen to the thoughts that's in your head. Because are your thoughts toxic? You know, are they negative? Are they positive? Are they affirming? Or just you like you're walking down the street and like, I suck. You don't want to do that. It should be like, I'm walking down the street and I am powerful. I can do all things. You know, I am confident. I am beautiful. I am intelligent. So,
all right, come on.
Oh, look at that. I am black. I'm sorry.
That's exactly why I got this shirt, to remind myself.
Take a screenshot. Oh my gosh, that is ridiculous.
I was right with you, girl. I was right with you.
I know. Okay. It's okay. All right. Hair care.
So, hair is a huge part of my life, y'all. Y'all know I love natural hair. I probably should give a quick little backstory. So, like, I didn't have a perm like growing up or anything, but I used to straighten my hair a lot, so it like damaged my hair. Yeah, I've never had
college was straight.
I still straightened it in college. I was transitioning in college. So you might, I don't know if I met you before or after.
I think your hair was straight. I remember your hair being down somehow. I don't know if it was pulled or,
It probably was down in like those tight, I'm calling grandma curls. You know when you get your hair curls, it's like the barrel curls, but they're like tight and haven't dropped yet. And you just got to dig.
I was like, oh, it's like the transitioning mode. Oh my god. Everyone is like, what am I gonna do? I don't know.
So yeah, I think for my hair care, it's all about the self-care part, as well as honestly making sure that I show up fully as a Black woman in the world. That is huge for me. And just to know, like anyone who's African American or familiar with the African American experience would understand that like our hair has never been accepted in this world. Like in any way, shape, form, curl pattern, texture, like never been accepted, right? So like for me, finding my way to like allow my hair to be the way it is, even when I want to refresh it, even in this state, when it's huge and big and curls and frizz, accepting that part of myself, right? Exactly. Is also part of my self-care routine. And so I found this really good company. So I actually brought my products with me, Chini, because I wanted to show.
Yay!
So there's a really great company that I absolutely love. So I definitely want to plug them. So it's called Curl Mix. They're
Oh,
awesome.
Curl Mix.
Yep.
Are they at Target?
They are in Target now. I think they might have just gotten to Target. So I'm gonna take one
Write it
bottle out
down.
really quick. It's gonna be backwards for y'all, but one of my favorite products in the entire world is
Curl
Curl
Mix.
Mix.
Curl
Yep.
Mix.
Yep.
Okay.
And so it's a Black-owned business started by this awesome
Curl Mix. Curl Mix. Curl Mix.
Yes, Kim and Tim. And so I love their hair care system because it's all natural, all organic. I used to DIY a lot of my own hair care products like at home. And so they basically do it, but they mass produce it. So like it's all natural, organic, like flaxseed gel, and it has
Oh,
all the steps.
wow.
Yep, all the steps for hair care. So then you got your shampoo that's clarifying, got your regular conditioner, then you got your leave-in conditioner, and then you got your gel. And so those 4 steps is exactly how I do my own hair. And so I want to take good care of my curls so that way I can wear them out. I don't have to like hide them or, you know, like,
Yeah.
have them looking ratchet chin.
Oh my gosh, you look beautiful now. Every time I see you, well, you last time I saw you had it pinned up in a bun. Yeah,
I did? Oh my God.
And it was pulled back kind of like in a bun.
Oh, my bun poof. I call it the bun poof.
Yeah.
Where it's like all slicked in the front.
Yeah, it looks gorgeous. So
I call it my little girl hairstyle.
Oh, this is your little girl? Oh, what?
What have it like slick back? It is like the
oh my gosh. I call that modern and conservative. It's like
Thanks,
that classic. Like
if you saw baby pictures of baby Gab,
okay.
all around.
Yeah. Okay.
So one more really quick. I brought it to a girl. I went extra for this. So I literally want to show you this one too that I use. Awesome. So it's kind of empty, but it's called Melanin.
I know her. Yeah, she used to. Well, I used to follow her in college. I followed her in college on YouTube, and now she's
she's huge in the natural hair care world. I've been following her, like you said, for a long time. Natural 85. Yep, she's awesome. So her stuff is an Ulta Beauty now, which is fantastic. But she was a major DIYer as well, and then she made her products into like something she could mass produce, mass market, and like they are so good. Again, it's all natural. It's all the stuff that I love to use for my hair, so it really helps in my hair care routine because like that. What is it called? It's the 7-step. Hold on, really quick. Yeah, multi-use softening leave-in conditioner, but it's really good as like a deep conditioner. A leave-in conditioner, a refresher. You can use it to style your hair.
Too.
Yes, I have that as well.
What I do like about that is, you know how like some hair companies, they have oil, but it's really small. Like how long is it supposed to last on my scalp? But she has like a huge container of oil that you'd be like, this is for real.
You should see my room, Chin. I got all her stuff. I got her head wraps. Like I am so.
Oh, I remember seeing that on her website.
It's good. She just added some new ones on there. And one's like for when you wash your hair and it's wet, but you can't style it yet. So it like soaks up all the excess water in your hair. So it's super dope. It's super dope.
Amazing. Yeah. Amazing. Everyone, that is Gabby's hair routine. Yes. Hold on. But you said you shampoo, conditioner, leave-in, and gel?
Yep.
Okay.
And then oil, I do oil at the end sometimes, but I only put a little bit on my scalp. And then once my hair is dry, I'll do a little bit at the end too.
Yeah, seal the ends.
Yes, seal them in. Seal them in good. Like how your twists are, seal those bad
black. Yeah, these things are tight.
I love it. You know what's funny is so I have perfected the wash and go, but twist outs, girl, my twist outs, sometimes they look very interesting. They don't look as good as the ones
you should take a picture one time and send it to me.
I will. I can do braid outs. I can do twist outs. Oh my goodness.
My cousin, she does great twist outs. She sent a picture last week. It's ridiculous. Her hair's a little shorter and it's short, and she just twisted. Plus she had pink curls.
Oh, cute. I love pink curls. My grandma used to do those. I do that when I silk press my hair, which I'm going to get done in a couple weeks to just trim up my hair.
Silk press? What's silk press?
Yeah, so basically it's almost, they are using a little bit of heat, but they usually do like a hydration, like steam treatment on your hair after they wash it and deep condition, or wash it, condition it, and then steam treat it. Then they'll like straighten it out with steam, depending on how you want it done. And then they'll go through and just trim your ends and then curl your hair up for you and just make sure it's nice and healthy. And literally did it twice and no heat damage at all.
I want to text you and ask you for the information.
Okay.
Remind myself.
The salon is actually near where you live. So, yeah, she's amazing.
Wow.
Shout out to Kayla.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I definitely want to try that. I was just thinking. Okay. And then our last one is sleep routine. My sleep routine is horrible. So go
Yes.
ahead and teach
Okay,
us.
girl, I was right there with you. And this is one that I constantly ever growing, ever learning, ever perfecting. But for me, I'm a unique sleeper. So for me, I have to have no lights. So either I start off with like a warm light. So basically, I should call it more sleep process, right? Because no one just, well, at least I don't. I don't go into my room, get in my bed, and then go to sleep. That does not work for me. I'm like an infant. So the lights have to be dim and warm, almost like ambient lighting. So you know how you have like fluorescent light, then you have like almost like a browner looking light. So I have like lamps in my room that has the three different functions on it.
Is it blue?
I don't have blue light, but it's almost like orangey brown kind of.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so I have that. So I start off with like kind of mood lighting in my room. Might have some music playing in the background, but no TV and no social media and no phone. So even my phone is set on do not disturb on iPhone, and they have it where you can set it up to where only if like emergency calls or texts come through. But that way, even if I try to go like handle my phone or pick it up, it's like block, block, block. So that way I'm literally telling my mind and my body to come on down. It's time to go to bed. It's almost like psychomotor memory, like you're training your mind and your body. It's time to rest. It's time to go to sleep. So the lights, the phone, the music or white noise, turn that off, turn the lights off, lay there. It takes me at least about 30 or so minutes to just lay there with my eyes closed. I'm resting my mind. I do a little bit of meditation. So not meditation in terms of just like a scripture, but clearing your mind. So this takes a lot of practice, and I've been doing it for a very long time. So basically, you can if you sit in a room and you close your eyes, you practice not thinking. You practice not allowing thoughts to come into your mind. So you're basically almost thinking of an empty room or a blank space. So that way you're completely quiet, your mind is quiet, your body is quiet, and you'll start to feel your body start to literally like slowly come to like a rest. I hope that like
Mm-hmm.
makes sense. It's really
No, it
cool.
does. I life coach told me about this. Okay.
Right. It's really
Uh-huh.
it almost feels like you're going within yourself. That's why it's a form of meditation, but so you're almost going within yourself, but it causes you can hear your heartbeat. You can feel like your body just coming to a stillness. And then once I get to that place with no light, no sound, I've been still, blank space. Now I'm drifting off into dream world to go into that REM cycle. Because a lot of us don't go into that fourth cycle, that fourth area, which is like gamma, that deepest part of sleep where your
Yeah.
body restores itself. So I'm still working on it, but it's gotten so much better. So when I wake up in the morning, I don't wake up tired. I'm sure a lot of people do that. Like you wake up in the morning, it already feels like how you feel at the end of your workday. And I
Yeah.
don't like we mentioned earlier, like lethargic and just tired. And I don't like feeling like that. I don't eat really late either. That's a part of my sleep routine. I'm not on the phone late, no TV late, not even deep conversation super late, because my little brain, oh my God, once I'm thinking deeply about religion, politics, spirituality, like I'm already a deep thinker. So I have to get my mind to just stop, or it's just
Yeah.
gonna race. I'm gonna be trying to sleep and just like racing. So that is kind of the nuts and bolts of it. But there's also a skincare part to it, which I touched on earlier, and that is I love Fenty Beauty. Anyone that knows me knows I love Fenty Beauty products that are clean and natural and organic. And Rihanna she's amazing. So I love using her cleanser, her facial cleanser, just to relax my skin. So it's like the body is resting, but the skin is resting, which is all a part of that. I love using her gel cream, that moisturizer. It's very cooling, so it like relaxes the muscles in my face. Like I need all of this just to go to sleep. And then there's
Whoa.
like it's a whole process. I even have like
Mhm.
it's like an eye cream, and I actually brought some of it too, so you can kind of see it. But it's her instant overnight recovery gel cream, so that I wake up fresh in the morning.
Hmm.
I'll send you a picture of it. Like that stuff is
Thanks.
good. I
Uh-huh.
have a whole. My room is like a whole like hair care salon and like
A
skin
lot.
aisle and Target, like literally. And then this one, it's the Instant Revive Eye Gel Cream, and it has like this really cool. Actually, I do want to show you really quick because
I
it helps
heard
me
about that.
relax.
This is a Fenty one too, right?
Yes, so it has this like little eye roller so that you can like roll your eyes.
It's cooling too.
Yes, it feels so good, and it literally like it's this little bottle. It's super tiny, but it's like this big. You just put a little bit on your
Oh,
eyes, and then
yeah.
so I'm doing all these things. The only thing I don't have is the cucumbers, but pretty much it's a spa at my house before I go to bed.
Amazing.
Yeah, so it's
Oh
good.
my gosh.
Really
That
good.
is your skin. Oh, we're all, but who cares? That is your awesome skincare routine. Oh my gosh, Gabby. Oh my gosh. And the sleep routine. I do like
Yes.
that. I don't do it before I sleep. I usually just like knocked out.
See, I wish I could do that, girl. Even if I work a long night, like, you know, I do weddings, so my nights are very long. I'm getting home like probably like 12:31 in the morning from
I
like
know.
1 or 10 of the day. Just depends on the wedding. And so like I'm not the kind of person where I can just go straight to bed. I have to like unwind. So it's like I have to unwind and relax, and like I've been wired all day. So it's like, okay, come down, bring your body down, bring your mind down. Don't think about next week's wedding. You just finished one today, you know? So it's like I have to control, I
Yeah.
have to manage it all.
Oh wow. Because when I do the meditation thing, it's usually like I'm my shower, my bath, and like that's when I close my eyes and I stare at the wall. Or another good time to do that is when you're working throughout the day. I'm on the computer a lot, so I literally would like stare at a wall for
Yeah.
like 10 minutes, and
Yeah.
that's it. Just to like clear my mind,
Yeah.
help my eyes,
Yeah.
and then to clear the thoughts out of my head about a solution I'm trying to create for some type of function, whatever. I guess another.
Yeah. I have
But
something
yeah,
really funny to tell you. So it's so funny talked about throughout the day. So this is so funny. So self-care really truly is a daily thing, right? So I got my Apple Watch some time ago, right? So this is really cool. I guess it's an app on here. It's just called Breathing. And so my coworkers laugh at me and my family laughs at me, but it actually really helps me take care of myself. So like in the middle of the day, I could be on the phone, answering email, whatever I'm doing, it'll say like, oh, it's time to breathe. So all you do
the
is either,
breathing.
yes. So you're right. I literally use it. So my husband was like, "You really use that thing?" I'm like, "Yes,"
I
because
use
like
it too.
I'm doing so much that I don't take time to take in deep breaths. And so I'll literally like start it, and you know, it just vibrates on your wrist, and you're inhaling and exhaling, and it really helps me to like relax and meditate. Turn within, stop for a second, and it helps my day go a lot smoother. So I'm not in high
All
gear all the
day.
time. Yeah, all day. It takes
Yeah.
taking a moment just to come down for a second, you know, like relax, girl. It's all good. You know, you can
Yeah,
manage it
you
all, but you're here.
should. Because
Yeah.
at the
So
end
that
of the day, you
helps.
might like burn out. Because I remember like a couple times, I work so hard to do things. Like sometimes I do burn out. So I'd be laying there, I'm like, why am I tired? Why am I sad? And I
Oh my
think about my
gosh.
day. And I
Yeah.
realized how many things I did in a day. They weren't like consistent. The same thing was like this, then this, then this.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all
Mm-hmm.
important, but I didn't take a breath. And yeah, I
Yes.
didn't take a breath either at all. It's like,
Yeah.
get up, pray, work out, blah, 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 blah. It's like,
And then it's 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock at night. You're like, what did I do today for myself? Or
exactly.
like,
It's so
what
much.
happened? Yeah, and like, you know, for me, I've lived you know, my family. My family's very others centered, especially with my parents being in ministry and me being in ministry. So like, we live a
So,
life
yeah, helping
where
out, always serving.
always serving. And sometimes the danger of living a life like that is that you put yourself on the back burner to the point where you start living in burnout and you don't realize you're burnt out, and all the energy you're exuding is coming from this reserve place. But once that runs out, then you're just like crash and burn. And
Yeah.
honestly, that's how I got into self-care in the first place, was because my old job, a job I worked for like 12 years, still in the wedding industry, but I was managing venues, and they were doing some restructuring and things like that. And long story short, because it is a very long story, I ended up resigning and leaving that job because I felt like God was calling me to do my own thing, business wise, and like, you know, follow the dream, all those things. But after leaving that job, I did not realize that I had put all my energy and life source and life's breath into work. And when I left that job, I realized that I was depleted, like mentally, physically, spiritually, like in my relationships. I like oh my gosh, my life was so work oriented and other centered that there were only pieces of me left after leaving that job. So I had hit this place in my life where it almost felt like rock bottom. And I was like, I don't take care
Oh,
of myself.
wow.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that. Like, it's a huge part of my story why self-care and like living a life where I set boundaries and learning the power of no. I learned so many lessons during that season of my life because my parents would say, Gabby, like, you are going hard, girl. You are going real hard. And we live in a world, even within our community, where it's like, you got to hustle. You got to go, 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 go.
Yeah.
And that's good to a certain extent, but you're really not being as productive as you can be if you are not taking care of you. How can I show up for others 100%, for my purpose, for my dreams, for my business, for my kids, for my husband, if I'm not taking care of myself first? And learning
Yeah.
that you should not feel guilty as a wife, as a mom, as an entrepreneur to take care of yourself. It actually is connected to everything. And it's a part of that quality of life and work-life balance. So in that season, like I went through like depression. I went through like feeling stripped of everything because I put everything into one thing, like all your eggs in one basket. So then when I had a chance to like wake up and I wasn't working for a while, I was like, oh my gosh, like I haven't invested into a lot of these relationships like I used to. Like, oh my God, I put all these dreams that I've had for years on the back burner for somebody else. And even when it comes to working, whether we're entrepreneurs or not, working for an organization, we have to remember that, like, listen, man, if you're not there, they're going to find somebody else.
Just
They
a
have a
number.
bottom line. Like, if you don't take care of you,
Exactly. They have to make money.
yeah, like if you don't take care of you, then who can do it better than you? And even like, I think you and I talked about this, your happiness as a part of like self-care. And, you know, your happiness cannot be dependent upon anything or anybody else. So even as a married woman now, before I even met my husband, because people are like, oh, like you're happy because you're married now. It's like, girl, I was happy before I met my husband. I was happy because it's not his job to make me happy.
That's so true. I went to this event. Shout out to Shawana if she watches this. I went to an event, and I think a mother of the church had stood up, and she was like, "I'm married for 50 or 40 something years, but my joy does not come from my husband. My happiness does not come from my husband. My joy comes from the Lord, and being, you know, my joy inside." I was like, that is so true.
Yeah.
People are not there. They can help out your happiness,
right?
But people are not supposed to create your joy or actually create your happiness. If they do, that means if they turn off, that's it. And that takes me back to like a work balance. I think sometimes at one point I used to be obsessed with my career. Like your job becomes your lover. You don't know it. Your job becomes your obsession. You don't know it. You become addicted to your job and pleasing everybody on your job to climb this ladder. And let's say you do climb the ladder, right? And like you get there, you're like, what did I achieve? I'm still doing the same thing with always pleasing them and not having my self-care. So that's true. And when you're done, like that's like with some professions when they retire, they feel so like they say that's who I am. Like I don't know, being a salesman is who I am. What do I do now? I'm like, and you have to think about it. Salesman is not who you are. It's not your job is not who you are. Pay your bills, but it's not who you are. So you have to have like a work-life balance. Like if you are working, you know, if you have a hobby you want to pursue the hobby. Make time for the hobby. Make time for extracurricular activities. Make time for spending time with friends, you know. So your job isn't the only thing you do, because you will get depressed and sad. Because like same thing with me. I realized I was working so much, and my coach, she was like, "Do you have any extracurricular activities? Do you hang out? Do you do anything?" I was like, I thought this was normal. I thought, you know, working several, like I have my full-time job, and I made up. I was like, no, I want to pursue other businesses. And doing that, I thought it was normal to be able to tell, you know, 1 a.m. working, doing stuff, my agency and something else. And so I was like, why am I sad? Why am I like trying to get away? And she's like, you need to like not have your job be your obsession. So,
I
totally
second that. I second that, Jen. Like, for sure. And like unashamedly, I will say that's what happened to me. I legit, and most people do not know, that's what literally tanked me, because and it can happen over time when you don't realize it's happening, because you are passionate, but you don't realize your passion is becoming an addiction, or your passion is becoming your world. And your world is so much bigger than just working, even if you love what you do, you know? And I fused my identity started to become fused with performance. And that is so dangerous, because your identity is not, like you said, in what you do. It's in who you are. So no matter what you do, it don't even matter what you do. You're still the same person that, you know, spiritual aspect that God designed and created you to be, regardless of what you do. And so, yeah, man, I had to float my way back to like center and work-life balance. And it was hard, because I had not done it. I was like starting pretty much from scratch, because I had not done it. Yeah, in such a long time. I wasn't taking care of my body. I was eating on the go because, oh, I got to do this and I got to do that. And this person needs this and that client needs that. Oh, I'll work till 8 p.m. and I'll go and work a double shift. And then I'll go back to work on Sunday and come back Monday. And there's no time. All the while being a worship leader and, mentoring young people and ministering and just, in a relationship and trying to keep up the friendships and, okay, being a great daughter. It's just the list goes on. Like
That's a lot.
It was a lot. It was a lot.
Just saying the word worship leader. That's why I never joined the worship team. I was like, I'm not going to be until 11 o'clock singing with y'all. I'm going home.
Girl, that's work.
Done. That's all you're going to get from me. It's a lot of work doing the worship team. I completely understand. So
yeah. The commitment, girl.
I was like, no. I was like, no, I know that's a lot of work.
You're like,
and it's not just one night. I know, it's like multiple nights throughout the week. And then you're traveling with the pastors and the ministers. So you never, and you there on Sunday, maybe you had an event on Saturday, maybe the pastor had to preach on Thursday, and you're there early, first one through the door. And then you don't leave until they leave because they want to have worship after preaching. So it's great, but when you're doing it every day, you're gonna burn out. So,
girl, every week, and then we got at least, I know in our ministry we have 2 services a week, and we have very full services, and and like you said, you're there before anyone gets there. So by the time they get there, you got your coffee. Like, hey, good morning, everyone. Hey, welcome. I've been going to 6 a.m.
I'm supposed to come early to pray and sometimes practice again. I was like, yeah. That's not my life, guys. I'm sorry. I will pray and worship him in the audience.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, when I heard worship leader, I was like, nope.
You're like, done. I get it. I got you, Gab. Done.
Yeah, you are a superwoman, but you're right. That's crazy because you wouldn't put in self-care into yourself. And some people do believe if you're on a worship team or in church, serving the Lord, that you're doing self-care. And sometimes being in church all the time and doing, because, I'm a church person too. So I used to be in church every day before because I would volunteer. It's like my life. But I realized being in church does not mean self-care.
Right.
At all. Especially when because even at one point, I know my pastor was saying, y'all need to take vacations. Don't be here all the time.
I love church. That. Yes. Yes, man.
So y'all start hating the church because you don't want to be there. So y'all need to take vacations, take care of you.
Yeah.
I was like, that's so true. And, so
yeah.
I learned.
Yes. And it's so funny. This is kind of, this is true, but it's kind of funny. So, my parents are pastors, right? So one thing we'll do sometimes is we will literally cancel a weekly service, or it's for usually a good reason. But sometimes they're like, you know what? I feel like the people need a break. And so we call it International Church Rest Night. So you shouldn't feel obviously we want to attend church, faithfully committed, all that jazz, but over attending, you know what I mean? If you can't make it to something, you shouldn't feel guilty because you can't make it to something. God wants you to take care of yourself. Even God rested on the 7th day. Come on. Hello, somebody. So he's our example. So if God rested, that's telling us we need to rest. And there are times my parents, they won't take engagements because they're like, you know what? I need to rest my body. I need to count. I've been counseled all week. I've worked all week. I've traveled. My parents do a million times more than I do, which is kind of insane. I don't get it. That's amazing.
That's their passion.
Yeah. That passion will drive you. But it's oh, okay, I'm passionate, but what's my body saying?
Take a vacation.
Take a vacation, man.
Take random vacations.
Yeah, even staycations. It doesn't always have
vacations.
To be going. Yeah, I remember.
We're in Charleston. There's lots to do. Tourist. It's top tourist city in the United States. So.
We got 7 islands.
Exactly. Travel to one of them.
Yeah. If you're a tourist in your own town, I did that at least a couple times, and it was so
I did that today.
Yeah. Oh my! I love massages, girl. I got so many little details in mine.
Yeah, the Dewberry Hotel. They have a massage I want to check out. But
yeah. And then a Hotel Bennett. I haven't been to theirs, but right at the top, they're a nail
My
salon.
birthday's next week. I'm gonna. Okay.
Girl, hit me up, girl. Girl, hit me up.
I was like, I have a referral. I have a referral. We can get your discount next time. Oh my gosh. Oh, Gabby, this has been amazing. I'm writing down Hotel Bennett. Hold on.
Right. Yes. And it's so beautiful in there. Like you can just explore that hotel. It's really nice. They have a cute little place called Camellias. It's like a pink, pink bar, but it's got like tea and like other stuff. It's just really
I
cute.
wanted to go there and do a photo shoot for She Biology. But yeah, my cousin and I, we wanted to eat in a restaurant, but we didn't realize we had to do a reservation, so we ate in the lounge.
Oh,
But the food was good. Yeah, you have to
yeah.
make a reservations to go, not to Camilla's, the other one, like you walk straight in the back.
The French
Yeah.
cafe. So it's like it's the patisserie. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
really
the patisserie.
cute. Oh, that's perfect. I love my tiny little my little coffee. The little
Oh,
cafe.
hello. Hello, everyone.
With the pinky up, darling.
The
Yes.
pinky up. Oh, my nail is kind of too long. Hold on. I can't do it. I do some calisthenics and make my fingers stretch out. Oh my gosh. Anyways, but yes, I'm so happy you did this with us, everyone. If you're not following Gabby Curl Chica, follow her. And also, if you're not following She Biology, follow She Biology. I am coming out with some face serums for your skin, specifically for African American women or melanin, dark-skinned tone women.
And they're amazing.
And they're amazing. Yes, Gabby has tried
awesome.
it. She has it. So thank you, Gabby, for believing in She Biology. Woo! Yes, so follow her, follow me, and I want everyone to have a blessed day. I will be posting a short paragraph about this, and I hope that Gabby was able to teach you how to practice self-care and do it daily. And you know what? She's a busy woman, and she's still getting it done. So she can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Aw, thanks, Gabby.
You're welcome.
Bye. Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Yay.